So Holly is doing fantastic. She has recovered from her aspiration pneumonia. She had a recent recheck blood work and everything looked good. No more signs of inflammation, which is fantastic. That's a beautiful mustache you have there, Holly. Thank you for showing it off. Just look at that beautiful mustache. Just look at it. That's a pretty fancy mustache. She's been doing really good. She went through her first heat. Normally we would breed her back on her first heat, but we've actually decided to retire Miss Holly from her breeding program, which is sad because we really like her babies. She produces great babies. She's really well bred and well trained, but since she's had issues now with her foals being giant and needing to be pulled, we don't want to risk her life anymore. We tried a few different things to see if we could make it easier for her. We've tried different nutrition programs, different supplements. We even tried a different stallion to see if we could get a smaller baby born, but she just seems to like to grow them big, and she does have a smaller hip, so they just have a hard time getting out that birth canal. You know, she never tears or rips or anything like that, but they do definitely get stuck and do need to be pulled. So we have decided to sadly pull her from the breeding program. It's like I said, not an easy decision, but we feel like it's the best thing for Holly. So Luna is doing fabulous. She's growing big and strong. She is super friendly and very personable, and she's not scared of anything. She's brave and bold and is always playing with something in here. Oh my goodness, I've got lots to say today. She is a little squealer when she gets excited. Yeah. So she'll be excited to have a friend soon, I think, because Mama doesn't exactly run around and play with her. But she's doing good, growing well. We were going to start her halter training this week, but things have been a little crazy after Easy was born, so we haven't gotten there yet. But her and her little spicy self is doing just great. We've got the tarp in here for her so she can play with that. We've got the ball. Just lots of things to kind of keep her engaged and try to keep her out of trouble. But she is doing fabulous, as you can see. Right, pretty girl? You're gorgeous. Yes, you are. Pretty, pretty girl. Chica is now 5 days past due and has this big old belly, and we're just kind of waiting for her to get the show on the road. If she follows her normal, she still has a bit to go with her udder. The teats are starting to fill, but there's been no sign of any wax or dripping, and she typically starts dripping and then streaming as she's contracting. And she's done that with every foal that she's ever had, so that's what we're kind of hoping she's going to do this year because it makes her very predictable. But otherwise, she's doing fantastic. Like I said, she's got a big old belly on her, and we're excited to see her baby, and hopefully she doesn't keep it in there too much longer. Maybe a couple more days, let Key have hers first. So Prairie currently has her blanket on because Chica was rude last night and wouldn't really let her in the shelter. But Prairie's trucking along good. She's finally starting to get some filling of her teats, so her right teat is starting to fill. You can kind of see how it's a little bit fatter just above the teat there. That's an indication that the milk is starting to come down into the teat. She still has a bit of ways to go until the udder is fully stocked, but she's moving in the right direction. She had a few attitude changes there for a little bit. She kind of gets this squealy, kicky, strikey, stallion-like behavior around horses when she gets close to foaling. But otherwise, she's doing good. She also kind of went off her grain for a little bit and didn't want to eat her breakfast and supper, or at least all of it. But she seems to kind of be over that hump now and is angry at Hank, who thinks he should be the center of attention. So Holly finally foaled. It was a bit of a traumatic night for everyone involved. But she gave us this beautiful little girl who's having a snooze here right now, who's our first real dummy foal. We've had one foal that just kind of struggled to get on the milk bar, but she really wasn't showing other signs of being a dummy foal, but we did the squeeze on her and then she bounced right up and immediately latched onto the milk bar. Little Easy is not having a great time. She's on a lot of meds right now. We're trying to get the swelling down, get her comfortable, and get her nursing off of Mama. So Holly's being an absolute saint, thank goodness. She's a very, very good girl, and we're just hoping that Easy can recover here and return to kind of some normalcy, and continue to be this sweet little girl that's going to get to grow up. So Key's currently upset that she's been locked inside for the day, because she is basically ready to rock and roll at any point. She has sunken in around the hind end, her tail has no tone, and she's got these big old waxicles, and she's been dripping white milk on and off. You can maybe see it down here on her foot. It gets shiny and kind of crusty, and that's a good indication that they've been dripping some milk. So she is ready to roll anytime now. We think we've seen some contractions starting, and we're just kind of monitoring her closely and just waiting for her to spit this baby out. I know, Key, you just gotta get on with it. Good girl. I know it sucks. Jazz is doing really good. She's actually maintaining her comfort pretty well. She's still on Banamine. We'll start getting her Foal in probably this week. She's got some good udder development started, nothing too crazy yet, but she's starting to get the milk bar stocked, and we have a plan in place in the event that her baby needs a nurse mare. So Emily finally decided to join the udder club and is finally putting some effort into building her udder. She was kind of bringing up the rear this year. She's doing really good. She's maintaining weight well, and she's finally building an udder. So that's good to see. Means that she's at least starting to put effort into making sure the milk bar is fully stocked for the baby. But she's doing really good in her pregnancy right now. We've got no complaints. Trashy is also trucking right along in her pregnancy. She's looking really good. She's maintaining weight well, which is always a concern with her because she does tend to be a mare that does drop, so we're really mindful of that. And she's got a bit of udder development there. She's actually kind of pulled in behind Emmy, and so Emmy's kind of pulled ahead of her. Trashy had started some development a little earlier than Emmy, but seems to have stalled for now, which again is okay because she's our last mare due. So here's a summary for our bump date, March 25th, 2025. We've had 2 mares that have foaled now, so Holly and Holly B have both had their babies, and we've got several more that are in the safe zone now. So Chica, Prairie, Key, and Jazz are all in the safe zone, and basically we're all just kind of waiting for them to start having their babies. They could have them anytime now. For weights, obviously Holly had her loss in weight when she foaled, as well as Holly B, and everyone else has maintained this week. And for our bump measurements, obviously Holly had foaled, so she's kind of maintaining at her 82 inches. Chica is up 1 inch. Prairie maintained at 97 inches. Holly B went down 15 inches after foaling. Key actually dropped 2 inches, which probably again tells us that she's getting close to foaling because the baby's dropping into position. Jazz also went down 2 inches, so again, dropping maybe. So we'll keep an eye on that. Emmy and Trashy both maintained. So again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask and leave them below.